Bushcraft 101, page 70. Cords. Some cords, such as military 550 cord, which is parachute cord, have an outer sheath called a mantle. This is a woven sheath, generally of poly material, that covers inner strands or cords. In the case of true 550 cords, there are 7 strands inside the mantle. The 550 cords are popular within the camping realm because most survival type manuals mention this cord. They do so because many of the older survival manuals were largely based on military doctrines, and the military had plenty of 550 cord. In earlier times, ropes and cords were made of natural materials such as hemp, cotton, jute, or sisal. There are many types of cord available for you to use in the bush, but I find mariner's tarred, twisted nylon twine to be superior cordage to anything else available today. It is made of 3 fibers of synthetic material that are woven together. It comes in strengths of line tests from about 80 pounds test to over 500 pounds test. These numbers refer to the twine's tensile strength in a thin diameter and useful package. The biggest fault of the traditional paracord 550 is that it's really only useful in its original state. Once the mantle is removed, the inner strands tend to split apart and fray easily. This makes it difficult to extend the amount of cordage you have by breaking it down or reducing the diameter to meet the need at hand. Paracord works well for making improvised fishing lures and lilian for cane poles. The lilian is an attachment braid on the end of a tenkara rod. See chapter 10. Tarred mariner's line, however, breaks down easily to 3 smaller fibers, has a tar coating that protects it from UV rays, and binds well to itself when using it for lashings or bindings. I generally carry a 1-pound roll of 2 different sizes, number 12 and number 36. The number 12 is great for net making and fishing, while the number 36 works for any heavy lashings and bindings, or to include tarp guy lines. Page 71. Rope. Unlike cord, I prefer my rope to be of natural material, such as hemp. The main reason for this is its flammability, which aids in fire making and when creating a bird's nest. Discuss later. Rope can be used for a number of things, such as improvised pack and bedroll straps. It can be worn as a belt for your outermost garments to keep your sheath, knife, and belt pouch readily available without you having to fumble under your coat or blanket shirt. You can also use rope for many camp chores, such as suspending game animals for processing, pulling tent stakes, hanging a hammock, or improvising a windlass to move a heavy object. I recommend carrying about 2 ropes 12 feet in length and 1 rope 25 feet in length at all times when tramping alone. Webbing. Tubular webbing is used for climbing, so it has a very high tensile strength to prevent breakage. It has some advantages over rope in that it weighs less, takes up less room, and has a higher tensile strength. When making improvised straps and such from this material, you'll find it much more comfortable over distance than rope. Because webbing is flat, you'll be able to carry more of it. Because webbing takes up less room than rope generally, I recommend 2 20-foot sections and a 50-foot section if room and weight allow. This material will do anything rope will do, and a bit better in most cases, other than help with fire starting. You can always carry a bit of both, as I do. Mule tape. Mule tape is a mantle with no inner strands, and is used by electricians. It has a very high tensile strength relative to its size, and you can carry 100 feet without adding more than a pound or so to your pack.